Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Galilean Moons has this really cool 1950s sci-fi motif, and the game looks fantastic when it's on the board. If you like this sort of theme and this kind of art style or look, then you're really going to like the way that what this game looks like on the table. The presence is really nice. It's a wooden game. Nowadays, with a lot of miniatures and plastic, there was a time when the wooden games kind of ruled the roost. And like, when the Euro games come over, it'd be like, oh, it has wooden. These are so beautiful and elegant and nice. And then you had Agricola with the resources that looked like the actual corn and stuff, and kind of upgraded from there. But this kind of takes me back to a simpler time in my board gaming life. In addition, this is a light area control game. So what you're going to be doing is trying to control certain areas of the board to score points, but it's kind of kept simple with the card play. And the cards are going to kind of rule the roost here. If you get a better card draw, you're probably going to do better in this game. If everybody is equal, that's going to be the deciding factor, I think. But there are decisions to be made in this game. Just a little bit lighter. The ticket to ride of area control games, if you will. You can draw more cards, discard down and draw more cards. You can put spaceships out and little areas and technology that you'll be getting throughout the game. But everything is kept light, where you can play with most not even non-gamers, but lighter gamers, if you will. The game is fun. It just didn't have enough punch for us. I think that as gamers, we're past that. But I will say that area control is not exactly a game that we like. My favorite area control game is probably Nothing Personal. I just really, really enjoy that game, and to kind of take that, which I don't normally like, I like it in that game. So I'm not against it. There are certain area control games that I like, and I do like this game, but it was like, I liked it, I didn't love it. It didn't pull me in and drag me out. Now, the theme, the look of the game, that definitely drew me in. I liked that quite a bit. But there wasn't anything that kept pulling me back to want to play it. It did come off a little vanilla at times, and it was just something that just didn't make me keep reaching for it off of the shelf. Now, some people really like this. I've had people comment on my written review that this is a hidden gem for them. I totally could see that being the case. But for us and our gaming needs, area control, this isn't one that we would keep, and we didn't. We actually purged this one. This is Galilean Moons, which has a really striking cover to me. I like the motif of the robots coming in. Here's the gems they're after. You got Jupiter up here, and you're on the moon. And you have these ships, and it kind of shows you, like, there's a race. Everybody's wanting to get these gems. It kind of tells you what's going on. When you open a box up, you're not going to get any kind of insert. So I've kind of bagged everything up here. You are going to get a rulebook, which we'll look at in a few minutes. Now, one of the coolest things about this game is the look of it. And you're going to get these robot meeples in the different colors. I just think these things are just one of the coolest board game additions, components, bits ever. And you didn't need to have a miniature to do it. How about that? So let me pull this out, and we'll take a look at what we have here. So you have some bits here. This will be for the solo. If you want to play the AI, that's what these little triangles will be. These will be the bases that you're put on. They're little tokens. They're nice quality. I feel like this could have been upgraded to something to pop off the table a little bit more. This right here will be the sector markers that you'll have out on the board. Those can be randomized. And these will be the gems at your beginning. Yeah, little tokens, like, you know, little plastic gems would have been kind of cool, but that's what you're going to get here. Now, the cards themselves have some pretty cool artwork on it. Most of them are going to show you exactly what it does, has text, but it kind of tells you in the picture kind of what's going on here. These will be the colors of the gems. They do have different icons for colorblind, which is a nice little touch to it. And then you're going to have some player aids that will come in. The cards, I think they have a really nice feel to them. I like the way these cards feel quite a bit. The tokens, while not a blinged out version of the game, they work great. And the component quality is good. And it's all supposed to have that kind of 1950s sci-fi motif. I think it works here. Here is the board that you're going to play on. You're going to have the 4 areas for control. Some of these are going to be used in with 1 to 3, 1 to 4 players, etc. You have your card set up, your round tracker, your victory points across the bottom, and how to score the game built right on here with your free actions. Excellent. The graphic design in this game is wonderful. Now, the board is a little plain, but it shows you the areas and the colors, etc. And it's a real clean look. So for that, I like it quite a bit. So here is the rule book. Instead of wasting time with the picture, they're going to show you the components with the pictures. Excellent first page. We have a 2-page spread centerfold of the setup here with numbers corresponding. Very, very simple to do. Some key information. The font's a little small here. They're trying to pack a lot of stuff in, but I think it was an easy read, and it's a small area. Going to have your free actions first. I'm not really sure where they put those first, but those are there. Then you have your main actions. This is going to do 2 actions per turn, and it goes through each of these. So really, this little L right here, this backwards L, is really how you play the game. This is going to jump in, show you a picture of the cards with arrows showing exactly what they are, end of turn, end of game, and how to score. The rest of this is, if you want to play solo, the AI part of the game. And then the back is a cheat sheet for the technologies that you can get in the game. They're numbered in case you want to easily look them up. You can see what they do and the powers and the little icons they'll be utilizing. The rulebook is very, very good. I had to read it one time. 15, 20 minutes, you're up and playing. This is a very good rulebook. And like most stuff in this game, you've seen it before. This rulebook perfects it. The set the board is going to be pretty easy. You're going to take these sectors with the question marks on it, and you're going to randomize them on all the spots. So these sectors will change up each time, kind of changing the values of things also. Keep in mind, the winner of the game is going to be the player who scores the most victory points. You will score by controlling areas, having varieties of these gems that you'll be collecting, and then inventory at the end of the game. Whoever has the most victory points is the winner of the game. You're going to shuffle up this deck of cards, and you're going to put 3 of these out, just like Ticket to Ride, and you'll have your draw deck next to it. The game is played over 3 rounds. You'll start this here, and every time you have to shuffle this deck back up, and there'll be less or more depending on the number of players, you will move the marker over here up additional spots until the last round of the game. You'll shuffle up the tech cards. You'll put 3 of these that are available at the beginning of the game. And you can see here they're going to have their cost associated with them, how many victory points they are, and what they do for you. So these are going to be available during the game. Now, as a free action, you can buy as many of these as you can afford to purchase. You just pay the price, and now you own that technology. You can also build a base as a free action. If you ever have 3 adjacent robots on sectors, then you can put a base out at one of the sectors. Now those 2 are the free actions that are listed here that you can do at any time that you want on your turn, as long as you either have the 3 people there and you meet the requirement, or you have the cost in order to buy the technology card. So let's say we don't have anybody on the board. If we want to enter a location without anybody, we just pay 1 card that matches the type, and you can simply put somebody out. If there are if there's 1 person there, then you can add 2 cards or 3 cards if there's 2 people. So that's how you're going to get people off the board. So if I had 2 people here and a character wanted to go there, they would have to pay 3 cards in order to take my people off and put one of their people there. Now, if there's a base there, the cost goes up. It's 3 cards to go where a base is if nobody is there, 4 cards if there's 1 unit, and 5 cards if there's 2. 2 units is the most that can be any location. 2 units and a base. So let's say I'm yellow and I'm here where the base is. If I wanted to rally, which is another type of action, I can play 1 card that matches the location, and I can add another person there. Or in the alternative, I could take a person or 2 off and go back into my personal supply. Third possible action is to mine. If I'm in a location here, I can play a card of that location, and I can get one of the goods or gems from that location. If I were to have 2 people there, I could have grabbed 2 of these. Fourth possible action is to draw cards. Let's say I have 3 cards in my hand. I have a choice to make. I could discard as many of these as I want. Say I want to discard 1, then I could draw 2 cards. I can draw from the face up or from the top of the deck like Ticket to Ride. Remember, these cards are not replenished until the end of my turn. This will continue gaining gems or getting control of areas on the board, playing these cards until you do that 3 times, and then you score out. Whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. Who should buy this game? Anybody who likes the motif of this game. You like the look of the game, you like the sci-fi, you like the rockets, all that. The 1950s sci-fi works wonderfully here. If you're looking for a light area control game, you want something that's kind of easy to play. The scoring is a little tricky on this, I found, but it's something you can easily overcome. I think this will be on the lighter end of things. El Grande, there's a few others, but this will fit right into that niche pretty easily. Looking for something intense with a lot more going on, a lot more under the hood, this probably isn't it, but it's an elegant design, and one I can see a lot of people liking, even if it doesn't stay in our collection. Purge for us.